Hello everyone, I am Sanjeev Kumar at Plutus IAS. Now, let's go with effective note making. Means how you can make your notes very effective, especially to score very high marks or high ranking in UPSC overall examination. Means for getting recommended inside UPSC, you require not only high scoring but also effective ranking. Okay, that suits to your particular post. Okay, now we are moving with effective note making. You have noticed that lot of students generally talk about note making. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जो है वो नोट मेकिंग की बात करता है. Why it is so important? Sometimes you have noticed toppers also. Toppers भी कई बार कहते हैं कि भाई मैंने इस सब्जेक्ट का नोट बनाया था. नोट मेकिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज excellent, especially during your mains examination. Yeah, just before prelims, you can quickly revise because of your effective notes. So, how you need to do this note making exercise? How it play its role? What kind of notes you should make? On what topics you should develop very effective notes? On what topics या subjects you should not make note very comprehensively? या whether physical notes means in form of book or digital notes, physical or digital, what kind of notes you require? Okay, so it is all comprehensive note making exercise. So how you should develop effective note? We will go through entire this note making exercise. Color coding, क्या कुछ color coding भी होना चाहिए notes में, या कितना short होना चाहिए, कितना lengthy होना चाहिए, means how you need to comprise a very large textbook into just few pages. We will discuss thoroughly within this effective note making exercise. Now, what does mean by this note making? What is this note making? It is like preparing biryani during earthquake. Means when you have the lot of tremors, then you are cooking the biryani. It is like that situation for UPSC examination. So whatever you are using spice for your biryani purpose, it can be just keywords within your mains examination. Suppose that you are using this rice. It can be the central theme, it can be the main concept. Whatever, if you have the extra bones, you can discard them like that. Yeah, you have extra red chilies, yeah, certain oils that doesn't play any role in taste, aroma, okay, or overall quality of this biryani. So you can throw them, garbage को outside कर दीजिए and keep essential things towards your journey, towards making your effective presentation. So it is like that. Okay. Now this note making is technically is a savior. It is a savior for your life. How it is savior for your life? Okay, the reason are, you may not remember for too long. आपको शायद बहुत लंबे समय तक याद नहीं रहेगा. Probably suppose that during very first reading you feel that, oh wow, I have remembered, then immediately you likely to be forget. It is not feasible. Okay, it is not feasible that revise entire 500-700 page book. It is not feasible to revise 500 plus pages book. So that's why it play a very effective role while you revise quickly whatever you have already studied. Okay. Further, current affair etc. will not wait you. If you are not making effective notes, then probably they likely to be accumulated day by day. If you are keeping delayed program, they are likely to be accumulated day by day. So how you need to make these notes? What is golden mantra here? Shorter is the note, better it is. Shorter is the note, the better it is. Otherwise, there would not be any difference between just your textbook as well as your notes. Now, how you should make these notes shorter and better? Generally, you can use certain symbols, certain bullet points. आप bullet points use कर सकते हो. You can use some symbols. You can use certain flowcharts. You can use a few diagram. Okay, so all such kind of things, arrows, sometimes doodling. What does mean by? Means drawing randomly as per your suitability, as per your own style, just drawing randomly. So all such features you can use while making your effective notes. आप जब notes बनाओगे तो for preciseness, keeping them short, they all will support. Probably ये सारे features यहाँ पर support करेंगे. Now look how you can make the notes. Suppose that for polity purpose, in polity book you are reading DPSP and not you are reading first time, rather you are revising it. So during revision you need to form notes. In very first reading it is just useless. If you likely to withdraw, make the notes, it is just garbage. I will also suggest you not to underline during your first reading, because during first reading you are just absorbing, getting the information. It is like first interaction. Okay. It may be good, it may be bad. So finally, after thoroughly analyzing information, you will get certain ideas. What is the central theme? What are the key facts here? Means factual information क्या है, logical information क्या है, concept क्या है, theme क्या है, okay, and importance क्या है, implications क्या है, like that. So all such things you likely to be have little bit idea after just first reading. So during second reading you may do underline. During third reading you may opt for making some of the effective precise notes. So polity में DPSP, अब DPSP में आपने लिखा कि नॉन जस्टिसेबल है. Non-justiciable, and DPSPs are socialist, means you have divided into three kind. Then Gandhian, या liberal or intellectual. No, you have defined in such a way. Suppose that you are memorizing article number 40. So article 40, do not write entire article 40. There is no requirement, just panchayats. Okay, just the panchayats, like that. Here we can write this as Gandhian. We can write here socialist, because randomly I selected just Article 40, and later I found that this Article 40 is Gandhian principle, because Gandhi always advocated for decentralization of power, means there should be devolution of power towards lower region, towards grassroots level. ठीक है, डिवीजन होना चाहिए पावर का. There are socialist principle just like Article 38. Socialist principle. Socialist principles में here you need not to write very broad articles. Just write welfare of people. Yeah, people's welfare. Like that. Liberal intellectual. Suppose that you pick up randomly any Article 44. So just writing Uniform Civil Code, UCC, Uniform Civil Code. So in such a way, if you are making your notes and revising it very frequently, it requires just few minutes or few seconds. Entire one page can be scanned only in 1 minute. So that's how effective notes looks like. Means shorter is the notes, better it is. How you can make your notes shorter. Now, looking for notebooks means hard note as well as soft note. Okay. Means physical notes versus digital notes. Physical versus digital. What kind of physical notes? So physical notes generally in form of notebook. Now there might be certain cons and certain pros. And here also there are certain pros and cons. I hope you already know what are the benefits. When you follow the physical notes, जैसे कोई आप notebook कैरी करते हो, so it is quite easy to draw diagrams, to do doodling, to make flow chart, to underline anything. Okay, and it is more suitable for your classroom notes. Classroom notes के लिए बड़ा suitable है. Very easy, handy. Okay, it require less time. Further, you can draw it, and when you draw, when you write something, when you note down something, especially while you are in the class, it is more suitable as well as easy to handle. Further, it improve your retention. So better retention. It is very conventional method, but it is very effective method. One of the most suitable method. Easy, suitable, better retention, because you engage your hand. More sense are engaged, your eyes are engaged. Further, if you are reading aloud, your mouths, your ears are also engaged within this. So, there are several pros for making hand notes, and it is quite easy to turn pages, etc. Look at it. It is easy for your eyes. Generally, better, healthy. Overall, they are healthy. Now, what are their cons? Sometimes you notice that you are coming to class from somewhere else. आप कहीं और से आ रहे हो, आप शायद घर पर नहीं थे, आप रूम पर नहीं थे, आप रास्ते में थे, probably, and your handbook, your notebook is at your home. Now you are just asking to your friend, to your colleague, please provide me 2 pages. Okay, मुझे 2 pages दे दीजिए, और वो आपको 2 pages दे देता है. Then again you are confused where I should attach these pages. अब mid में कैसे fix करूं? If you are just putting in the mid of notebook, again they create problem all the times. They are not well fixed. तो पूरी तरह से fix नहीं हो सकते हैं. Further, there is a problem. Suppose that if you want to do editing, कुछ आपको editing करना है यहाँ पर, then it is very difficult. You need to stuck it. Suppose that you want to add more additional information. आपको थोड़ा और ऐड करना है इसमें, एक डायग्राम बनाना है, आपने अच्छा डायग्राम देखा एंड नाउ यू आर ऑप्टिंग फॉर एडिंग समथिंग. सो उसके लिए फिर स्टिकी नोट्स एटसेट्रा आपको अलग से एड ऑन करना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज इट इज डिफिकल्ट. ओके, फर्दर these are very heavy. Suppose that for every subject you are making separate notebook. हर सब्जेक्ट के लिए आप सेपरेट नोटबुक बना रहे हो. तो सपोज in your coaching institute there are 3 subjects which you used to cover every day. तो 3 नोटबुक लेकर के जा रहे हो. 3 नोटबुक इक्विवेलेंट टू अराउंड 1.5 kg. मतलब 1.5 kg का वेट आप पर हमेशा लदा रहता है. एंड समटाइम्स यू फाइंड इट नॉन सुटेबल. सपोज दैट इफ देयर इज अ रेनफॉल, अगर आपका रेनफॉल हो गया है, देन एंटायर नोट्स बिकम चटनी. It is just waste, garbage. Okay, so you need to take care about. Suppose that you are drinking milk, tea, taking tea, you are drinking milk or any other product. Now anyhow your cat your pet if disturb your mage and this pour out over the mage. Okay, so generally entire notes likely to be transformed into just garbage. May not be suitable, may not be attractive, attentive. You can't carry such notes which is full of vegetable, full of tea, milk, etc. तो उस पर सारा टी लगा हुआ है. You can't bear it in the classroom where neat and clean environment is available. So there are different pros and cons. Further, some of the students are following digital notes. अब डिजिटल नोट्स में क्या आता है, जैसे वन नोट यू हैव नोटिस्ड, जस्ट लाइक नोशन या एवर नोट या सिंपल योर डॉक, गूगल डॉक, ठीक है, या फिर वट एवर मे बी योर माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड एटसेट्रा. यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज दैट. Now, it is not as easy to draw, to make doodling, etc., as it is with respect to physical book. But it is good in sense that there is, if you want to search anything, suppose that you are looking for Article 21, immediately you did searching Article 21, you mention, and at how many pages Article 21 is written, it is immediately in front of you. आपने कोई भी टॉपिक सर्च किया, नाउ इंटायरली सपोज दैट विद इन एवरनोट आपने यू हैव क्रिएटेड सेपरेट बुक्स, सेपरेट नोटबुक्स, एंड विद इन करंट अफेयर नोटबुक. नाउ सपोज दैट security related matter, climate related matter news was day before yesterday. Now some of the articles also noticed today. Now you are adding the information into it. Suppose that women reservation bill, earlier it was discussed. Now there are also debate discussion and you found well suitable points over reservation bill. One nation one election bill, like that. Anything you want to add on something it, तो editing become very easy. काफी अच्छा एडिटिंग होता है यहाँ पर. ओके, फर्दर इट इज क्वाइट इजी टू पेस्ट एनीथिंग. इट इज क्वाइट इफेक्टिव, हेल्दी, एंड इट इज ऑल्सो लेस वेट, easy to carry at any place. But there are certain cons as well here of digital notes. Why digital notes should not be preferred? Because they are not as effective as the physical notes. Okay. Further, there are certain requirement. They might need power. They might need internet. Suppose that आपका मोबाइल है जिसका बैटरी यू आर मेकिंग नोट इन वन नोट, या आप टैब पर you are making note, then you found that there is no battery, there is no power. So probably you are not able to make the note. बैटरी नहीं है तो आप नोट्स नहीं बना सकते हो. सपोज दैट एक दिन पूरा लाइट ही नहीं आया, या आप भूल गए कि आपको चार्ज करना है मोबाइल को, या चार्जर खराब हो गया, या मोबाइल गिर गया, कहीं डैमेज हो गया. नाउ यू आर अनेबल टू डू इट. फर्दर here you notice that within these digital notes there is very frequent distraction. Distraction बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. You are just making note and you notice a pop-up, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, कुछ भी आपका pop-up एक drop किया and you again going looking for it. Now you forget where you were and you spend it entire 1 hour. Dispute between India and Pakistan. Interesting nowadays. Everybody was excited during Operation Sindoor. The latest news is what? Although it is fake or genuine, it doesn't matter. But everybody was very excited कि अभी क्या चल रहा है, सरहद पर क्या स्थिति है, who have targeted more, किसने कितना टारगेट किया, किसने कितना वॉर्न किया, like that. So frequent distraction. Further, it is unhealthy for eyes. It is unhealthy for eyes. It may be healthy with respect to environment कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा हैंड बुक या नोट्स वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हो, बट यूपीएससी जनरली अलाउ यू फॉर कंस्ट्रक्टिव प्रोडक्टिव पर्पस. If in sustainable way you are using paper, then paper is biodegradable, very effective. Although there are certain more quantity of such electronic gadgets likely to be accumulated than in such condition, you will find that more damage they are doing rather than just physical. So digital notes might have several disadvantages. Further, such notes you may not effectively carry at all the places. Suppose that if there is damage in the digital device, अगर कुछ damage हो जाता है तो entire waste हो जाता है. Although you can use for security purpose, cloud, yeah, you can use drive, etc. I will also suggest you. You can keep on drive. So what is the solution? Solution क्या है? If we are looking for solution, generally blend both. आप दोनों को blend कर दीजिए. Blend both. For certain, subject, especially your physical notes likely to be more suitable. For dynamic, generally your digital notes likely to be more suitable. They may support more your current affair program. They may support your static various subjects. ठीक है? So blend seems to be suitable. Everything you can't look for this. Suppose that any cons happen, then there is no problem. Still, you are in better condition. You need not to carry too heavy load, etc. So based on your suitability, you can opt. कुछ सारे स्टूडेंट डिजिटल नोट्स का फॉलो करते हैं, सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट फॉलो मोर फिजिकल नोट्स, बट बोथ हैव ओन देयर एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज. आपको पीडीएफ, पीबीआई या डिफरेंट अदर न्यूज साइट्स पर वहां से कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन लेनी है तो डिजिटल नोट्स आर वेरी हैंडी. आपने सर्च किया और सर्च में कुछ अच्छा लगा, नाउ यू आर पेस्टिंग इट. फ्यूचर के लिए भी अच्छा होता है. फॉर एवर इट लाइकली टू बी प्रिजर्व इनसाइड योर book, inside your electronic gadgets, even after inducting into the services. then you want to share your notes with others, then it is easy, more effective rather than this. But okay, based on your choice, I am not dictating you what you need to do, but blending both seems to be more suitable. Now, further, with respect to this note making exercise, you should follow 5 finger rule. You need to follow 5 fingers rule. It means whenever you make the note, जब कभी आप note बनाते हो, then you need to follow what? You need to raise question. What is this? What is ecology? What is agroecology? Why agroecology is required? How it is effective, especially in making environment friendly agriculture. What are its implication? क्या कुछ implication है? What are its implications? Further, is there any PYQ which has been raised over this particular topic? So in that way, your notes likely to be more effective. If you are adding all such things, then your notes are more effective. Is there any role of color? क्या कुछ color का भी role है? Color coding. So color coding, and color coding, generally what you need to do? In color coding, you need to use multiple colors. Suppose that you are using red color for factual information, for facts, like that. You are using blue for the purpose of logic या concept. Okay. You are using green maybe for keywords purpose. Yeah, you are using purple color where you have some confusion, so that whenever you go inside your classroom, yeah, you meet with your senior, etc., any other experts, then you able to identify what was my doubt. Suppose that all your doubts may not be in your memory. Now you are looking, turning the page, and you have noticed you use particular color, and it is also one of the principle of memory. Memory likely to be retain better information when information is more colorful. Yeah, memory also love when there are more colors, because eyes are more sensitive to such colors. So there is better engagement of your eyes. So one sense, more sense you likely to be involved in reading, writing, making notes, more retention power likely to be engaged. ठीक है, जितने आप सेंस को इंक्लूड करोगे, means if you are feeling it, you are tasting it. Tasting means you are observing something and you drive its taste. Like किसी vegetables के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, food products के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, like that. Okay, you are just thinking in your memory. Okay, you are writing with your hand. You are speaking. कई बार कहते हैं लोग कि बोलकर पढ़ना चाहिए या फिर चुपचाप पढ़ना चाहिए silently. So when you are alone and you found calm, suitable environment, speaking loud, yeah, little speaking will also support, because you listen what you are reading. So your ears also engage. So more sense you engage, generally better it is for retention. Okay. Now we are looking for use of mnemonics. Mnemonics also play important role. Use mnemonics. I have noticed that some of the toppers are frequently using or have used mnemonics, and mnemonics play important role for UPSC examination or for becoming memory king या retaining very large lengthy information. Just like आपको पाई की वैल्यू याद करना है up to 50,000 up to 1 lakh digit. So without mnemonics it is impossible. Suppose that you want to remember mobile phones of 100 people. Without use of mnemonics, it is weird. It is almost impossible. ठीक है? Suppose that you want to remember IUCN data with respect to endangered, critically endangered, all such species. So use mnemonics. You want to retain information for physical geography, use mnemonics. Suppose that if you are going towards Arunachal Pradesh from Assam, then you can use acronym. Acronym means short form, first letter. Suppose that हमने कहा कि DMAM. So we can say Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mismi. These are the hills which are moving from Assam towards your Arunachal Pradesh in upper region. Suppose that seed. Now we are looking Horn of Africa. Africa Horn. You have noticed the map. So Horn of Africa is covered by which countries? अब आपको पता ही नहीं है कि countries कौन कौन सी covered है इसके साथ में. So use such kind of beautiful mnemonics. Mnemonics आपको use करना है. So Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia and Djibouti. So this is acronym. Acronym means just first letter of each and every word. जैसे हम इसरो कहते हैं या DRDO कहते हैं, वो सारा means we are not every time keeping very lengthy word. So these are the acronyms. Acronyms are helpful in some of the information. They can concise and more suitable absorbable way. Then there are acrobat. कई सारे acrobat. You can make your own acrobat. Acrobat is what? Means here for each and every information we want to remember in sequence, we can form a sentence, large sentence. हम जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि जब हम planet की बात करते हैं तो my very efficient या educated mother just sent us nuts. Yeah, 9 pizzas if you want to also remember Pluto, although Pluto is not a planet. So my here refers to Mercury, very refers to Venus, educated means Earth, mother means Mars, just means Jupiter, sent means Saturn, us means Uranus, and nuts means Neptune. So we have make a suitable form. Okay, so like that, this is method. I took one of the easiest and already well acknowledged acrobat by NCERT as well. So you can make with such a acrobat of your own acrobat. You can remember what are the countries around Mediterranean Sea, around Black Sea, around Caspian Sea, etc. etc. Okay, so sometimes they are asked in the examination several times. So in that way you can use your mnemonics. Further, there are different other methods to remember information. Roman room system means Roman room system likely to be help putting some of the information in particular order. Suppose that there is a room, ये classroom है, हमने चार इंफॉर्मेशन को सीक्वेंस में याद करना है और पुट करना है, तो हमने चारों कॉर्नर से एक एक इंफॉर्मेशन अटैच कर दी. वी हैव एसोसिएटेड such thing. Okay, suppose that what kind of equipment recently India used against the Pakistan. So with every corner we are thinking there is a scalp missile here. So think, picture, feel it that there is a scalp missile which is flying. Add some more, uh, acting material into it. Make it more weird, more shocking, just like that. That there is a scalp missile which is hitting this corner very hard, and after hitting it is started to explode. Think, associate. एक कॉर्नर में हमने पता लगाया कि स्कल्प मिसाइल है, दूसरे में हमने पुट कर दिया वी आर थिंकिंग दैट अराउंड दिस एज ऑफ डिजिटल बोर्ड देयर इज अ हैमर. नाउ this hammer missile is also used, yeah, hammer bomb is also used to hit the Pakistan, okay, especially some of the terrorist training camps. So now looking, a very large hammer is hitting over the head of Jaish Mohammed, which is situated around this corner. ऐसे ही हमने थर्ड वन में राफेल यूज कर दिया, फोर्थ वन में वी हैव यूज ब्रह्मोस एटसेट्रा. So similarly in multiple rooms we can put this information in such a way, and later on we can recall just by just by looking at room. We can also understand order. या suppose that आपको probably grocery का item लाना है 10 लिस्ट, आपने हर कॉर्नर में एक एक लिस्ट पुट कर दी. सपोज दैट हियर इज शुगर and make it more weird, like a lot of flies etc are attracted towards the sugar, and it is a very unhygienic condition over there. Make it more weird. आपने दूसरे में salt consider कर दिया कि there is salt, a person who is deficient of iodines, unable to consume salt, feeling goiter problem, and lot of salt he is eating in this corner. थर्ड वाले में सपोज दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पाइस. सो यू हैव नोटिस दैट देयर इज अ स्पाइस माउंट which piling up over there, and this spice created this environment very toxic and nobody able to reach in this corner. So in that way, multiple rooms etc you can add, you can remember, recall information अप टू 50 या 100. शायद इतना लंबा लिस्ट आपको याद नहीं रहेगा, बट इस मेथड से यूज करोगे तो प्रोबेबली आपको याद होगा. और मेमोरी किंग कई बार ऐसे ही करते हैं. उसका एडवांस वर्जन है रोमन रूम के बाद में दिस जर्नी सिस्टम, या रोमन जर्नी सिस्टम. रोमन जर्नी सिस्टम में जनरली वी ऑल्सो यूज एक्रोबैट, वी ऑल्सो यूज a journey where we are every day moving. We put the information over every stop, over every turn etc. ठीक है, हमने एक इंफॉर्मेशन घर पर पुट की, दूसरी इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोबेबली ट्रैफिक लाइट पर पुट की, तीसरा इंफॉर्मेशन दूसरे ट्रैफिक लाइट पर पुट की, चौथा इंफॉर्मेशन जो आगे वाला टर्न है ओके उस पर, फोर्थ इंफॉर्मेशन हमने मेट्रो पर like put key. So in that way, whatever is your journey, okay, in such a way, if over very long road, if very long space, we can put every information. Suppose that if we are memorizing this pi value, pi value not likely to be ended, ठीक है, तो हमेशा ये continuously likely to be unending, कभी भी खत्म नहीं होती है. सो पाई की वैल्यू में अब क्या क्या डिजिट्स हैं, यू आर मेमोराइजिंग इट. आप मेमोराइज करना चाहते हो तो रोमन रूम जर्नी सिस्टम में यू नीड टू यूज मल्टीपल प्रिंसिपल्स हियर. फर्स्ट यू नीड टू ट्रांसफॉर्म एवरी डिजिट इनटू एन इमेज. आप हर डिजिट को एक इमेज में ट्रांसफॉर्म करोगे, और आफ्टर दैट यू लाइकली टू बी पुट दैट इमेज ऑन पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट. ठीक है, तो उस वे में हो जाएगा. फर्दर for different subjects, suppose that history, what kind of notes you can make here for history purpose? For ancient history, you can form tables, etc., and you can memorize easily, quickly. Okay. For medieval purpose, medieval history, you can use some of the you can make note over some of the personalities या architecture. There is no need to develop notes on everything. For modern history purpose, you can make note over some of the British Act, some of the movements, freedom movement, some of the personalities, etc. you can make. If you talk about the geography, you need to do more drawing, cartography, map, etc. You need to form here mind map. Although these mind map can suit to multiple subjects, but for physical geography, they likely to be more suitable. Further, you can make some of the flashcard. On one side, you can put information. On another side, you can put concept. Just turning these flashcard. Now you are recalling which location is situated where. What kind of question has been asked on particular. So, in such a way, you can make your notes more effective. Further, for polity, I have already discussed. Okay, what you need to do. Suppose that for economy, so there are certain topics which are frequently asked in the examination. Suppose that functions of RBI. So RBI में suppose that repo rate, how you can make note of it. Repo rate का notes कैसे बनाओगे? So just you simply write, just like RBI lend money to bank. RBI lend money to bank. Simple. So repo rate is the rate at which RBI lend money to the bank or commercial bank. वैसे ही suppose that reverse repo rate. So for that purpose, you can say bank park it money with RBI. Just simply, that is your note. Means how you can make the notes. Suppose that for environment purpose. For environment, you need to remember several species, etc. Maybe you need to remember IUCN status. You can use certain mnemonics here which are helpful. Further, you can make report summaries. Okay, so I will suggest you not to try everything to be transformed into the notes and not to leave everything without notes. Suppose that if you are reading this Lakshmikant's, so probably try to use upper margin, lower margins of each and every page to make effective notes. हर पेज का समरी उसके टॉप पेज पर हेडर और फुटर को यूज कर लीजिए. Now you need not to revise this entire 500, 700 page book. You are just looking for header, looking for footer. Whenever you want additional information, because it is not sufficient, not a single book is sufficient for this UPSC examination. But it does not mean that you need to read 10 book for one subject. आपको 10 बुक नहीं पढ़ना एक पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट के लिए, एक ही बुक पढ़ना है, but you need to add more information. Suppose that from PYQs after doing analysis. Suppose that from test papers, institutions provide the test paper just like Plutus IAS, we conduct here क्लास टेस्ट या टेस्ट सीरीज या मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम, तो वहां से जहां से भी एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है एंड यू फील दैट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट बट has not been updated inside book and not available inside book, there are lot of information which are not available inside book, okay, which you can explore over the internet, which you can look sometimes for YouTube, although I will not suggest you frequently go for YouTube because sometimes it is more led to more deviation rather than actual benefit, but yet it is helpful over clarifying on some of these issues. There are some of the beautiful YouTubers who have created good content but not in synchronous way, so sometimes there is also time wasted within surfing etc. Sometimes information is quite misleading because there is no authenticity, कोई कुछ भी बोल रहा है आकर के, कुछ भी हो जा रहा है like that. Okay, so all such things I hope now you can create a smart notes. You can use this lecture for making your notes more effective. Thank you very much for being with us. Bye bye.